What's going on, guys? D. Anthony here with evolutiontraders.com. In this video, I want to kind of open your minds a little bit to understanding that if you lack capital, if you don't have money, you are a nobody. And that's not to kind of put you back, because everyone's pockets are a little bit different. Everyone's financial situation is a little bit different. However, you can be the best trader to ever walk the face of the earth, but never make any real money if you have no capital. Now, one thing that I think is very beneficial now, to where we're at and where we've come in the trading industry, in the trading space, is you have all these options available. Like when I first started, you needed cash, and you needed a lot of cash. And, when I got started, it was, small caps, penny stocks, because I couldn't really afford to go out there and buy 1,000 shares of Apple or 1,000 shares of Google or Amazon or something. So I had to play smaller names and relatively cheap stocks, so I can at least, buy 500 shares or 200 shares or 1,000 shares and look for those small incremental gains, 5 cents or 8 cents or 10-cent wins. Where we've come now is you have access to capital, right? You have access to prop firms. You have access to go out there and prove yourself. If you really are the man, you really are the woman, you really are that dude, that trader, you can go out there, prove yourselves, and get funded. Okay, this is not about, talking to you guys about going out there to sign up for a prop firm, but I'm just saying there's options available for you if you need capital, okay? But you have to have the skill set. But what I want to talk to you guys about is, without money, I'm going to show you how many traders get wrapped up in this unrealistic, perspective of how much money they can actually make when they only have a little bit of capital. So how many of you guys ever thought, or read or seen, somebody, puts in $100 into the stock market, learns how to scalp, learns how to day trade, turns $100 into $1,000, right? Turns $1,000 into 10,000 or 10,000 into 100,000. That's gambling, okay? That's pure gambling. That's not realistic. Can it happen? Maybe. But can you win the lottery? Maybe. Can you go to the casino, put $100 into a slot machine and win 50,000? Maybe, right? Can you have a hot run at the blackjack table? Start with 500, come out with 5,000? Maybe. But you can see what I'm getting at. That's gambling. Now, you don't necessarily need to make those big gains. You don't need to flip your account 10x to make substantial amounts of money. What I'm saying is, you don't need $1,000 in your account and flip it to 2,000, 2003, 3 to 6, 6 to 12. You don't need to do that. All you need to do is have more capital so you can make smaller percentages, realistic percentages that are not going to stress you out, not going to cause you to lose your hair, not going to cause you to lose sleep, not going to cause you to lose your spouse, not going to cause you to delete your bank account, your savings. Everyone else out there is going to think you're just a degenerate gambler. I get it, right? I was there 7, 8 years ago. People thought I was absolutely crazy after I sold my business and I took a lot of my money and I rolled it into the stock market. Many people thought I wasn't going to be here, in 6 months, right? They thought I was just going to lose everything like a degenerate. And again, I lost a lot of money in the beginning, starting out, before I actually learned, what it actually took. But I want to break down a little bit of a scenario for you guys. Making 1% a month is fantastic. Imagine if you can do 1% a month and you can do 12% a year. Many of you are thinking, well, 1% on $1,000 is nothing. How can I live off that? How can I feed my kids off that? How can I pay my car payment with that? You're exactly right. That's why I'm telling you, you need more capital. So if you have the skill set, you have the strategy, you have the mindset and the trading plan to get you there, that can make you 1%. How many of you guys think that you can make 1%? Just 1%. I think most of you guys out there who are watching me, most of you guys out there who have seen anything related to technical analysis, I think most of you out there can make 1%. But most of you are not satisfied with making 1%. You want to make 10%, 20%. You want to flip your account 100% in a month. It's not the way to do it, my friends. You're going to blow out. You're going to stress out. You're going to burn out before you ever get there. Let me paint you this little bit of a picture here. 1% of $10,000 is $100. Okay? So if you have $10,000 in an account, if you could make $100 a month, that's fantastic money. Whether you believe it's fantastic money or not, it's fantastic money in the trading space. Now, if you have $100,000, okay, Now you're making $1,000 a month. What would $1,000 do extra a month for you? What would you do if you could put an extra $1,000 in your bank account, in your pocket, on your dinner table, right? For your family, into that college fund, into that retirement fund, into your medical insurance. Think about it, $1,000. Now it's not $100, it's $1,000. But you need $100,000 in capital to do that. So if you need $100,000 to make $1,000 extra a month, what are you going to do? Go get yourself funded with any one of these prop firms. I don't care who. I work with a couple prop firms. I'm not even going to name drop them because it doesn't matter which one you want to go. Go prove yourself, get $100,000, make 1%. Just 1%. That's $1,000. That will change your life. Whether you think that it's going to change your life or not, $1,000 extra dollars a month will help you. It will help anyone. You may be thinking, well, I make $5,000 a month at my regular job. What's an extra $1,000 going to do? An extra $1,000 is going to pay for a car note. An extra $1,000 a month can pay for your car insurance. An extra $1,000 a month can stock your fridge for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. An extra $1,000 a month can pay for your cable and internet bill. An extra $1,000 a month can take you out to a couple of fancy, nice dinners for you and the missus or the mister. An extra $1,000 a month can be put aside and put towards a hotel room for the weekend. An extra $1,000 a month can do a lot. So have respect for the power of one and the power of 1% and the power of 1,000. If you had $1 million to trade with, 1% now becomes 10,000. Okay? 10,000. That's 10 $100,000 valuation accounts, funded accounts. That's 4 $250,000 funded accounts. That's 20 $50,000 evaluation accounts. Think about it. Do the math. Right? So many of you guys who are out there who have a $50,000 evaluation account, $50,000 funded account, if you can make $500 a month, that's fantastic money. 1%. 1%. Go grab 2 accounts, you're at 1,000. Go grab 4 accounts, you're at 2,000. You get what I'm saying? Do you see the power of 1%? How this business can be scalable? Everyone's mindset should be to get that 1% on one account and scale it the next month. Get another account. And the next month, get another account. And the next month, get another account. Soon enough, I would say pretty confidently that most of you traders, if you can manage a plan and you can believe in the trading plan and you can believe in the process that I'm trying to teach you right now about how to scale, I believe many of you guys can pass an evaluation account to get, $50,000 under management, $100,000 under management in 30 to 60 days. I'm pretty confident that most of you guys can do that and take that right approach. Let's say it takes you 2 months to get a $50,000 account, and it takes you 4 months and you now have 2. And it takes you 8 months and you now have 4. Well, after 4 months or 8 months, you have 4 funded accounts. You have $200,000, right? And the math on 1% on $200,000 is going to be $2,000 extra a month. That's an extra $25,000 a year. That's only making 1%. I'm not even talking about the great months where you make 5%. I'm not talking about the great months where you make 3%. I'm not talking about the great months where you make 10%. All I care about is making 1%. If you make 1% month over month over month, you will have the confidence and you'll have those months that happen organically where you make 6% on $100,000 and that's $6,000. You will have that month where it's an amazing trading month and you make 8%. That's $8,000 on $100,000. You will have those months, but focus on making 1% first. Focus on putting 1% into your pocket each and every single month. I believe that many of you out there can do 1% in the next 30 days. Guys, I'm trading an evaluation account today. I just made $400 on my evaluation account today. Now, when that gets funded, that's halfway to my 1% a month. I have one more day like that in the next 30 days. I just made 1% on my investment. It's fantastic money. The power of 1% is very, very powerful. Now, whether you have the skill set or not, I don't know. If you need help learning how to make 1%, how to set up a trading plan, how to handle risk management, you want to trade with the rest of the guys on the team over at Evolution Traders, you want to get access to mentorship and coaching, let's go through and let's make 1%. Sign up on the link down below. I'll see all of you guys on the inside, and I'll do my damnedest to get you to where you need to be to make that 1%. We can always scale more capital. Let's focus on 1% first. I'll see all of you guys on the inside.